I like to believe that when we are creating an illustration, and somehow we're putting in motion this kind of a primitive reincarnation process, human homemade, because we are printing with our little hand the last contemporary version of ourselves. I mean, right now I know that I'm guy talking, but in somehow, metaphorically speaking, I am this character right now. I need to express myself through this character in this context. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know where I'm going. I just know that it should be nice. But what about the soul of the character, for example? You know, and I find myself in this kind of position about like, okay, but the soul is inside the body, so I draw it, but it's invisible. That's why you cannot see it. Because I am not able actually to create a better performance of myself in that context. Because this is my comfort zone. I'm doing this, I know where I'm going, I know what I have to do. I put all these crazy colors around. I know that I had to get better in the image and put crazy things around, that's it. But I don't know actually how to go further. I don't know how to put some risk. I know how to put all of this better. I know that I need to create better eyes. The flower it has to be great. The hands it has to be great, and all of this with colors and stuff. But well, and stuff. But well, I don't know. I'm just wondering. This is the drawing process, and somehow I think that I know that as everyone else, that the passion is the most powerful source that we have as an artist. It's a force that we can use it, and we can go to different places that we're not able to. But it's really difficult to get to that stage. If you're looking for it, you know that you will never find it. And at the same time, I find myself many times wondering. I think that I felt passion today, and it was why. Because I was drawing like a crazy person, and where is the masterpiece? Because if passion crossed through you, you have an evidence. That evidence is the masterpiece. Where's the masterpiece? Well, the masterpiece, it was cancelled, and it's under construction now. So we are working on it. So it's amazing how it's crazy to think about the concept of a masterpiece. The first time that I saw these gigantic walls of Michelangelo, I remember that I was just going with my life, everything was good, and suddenly I get inside that room, gigantic room. There was a graphic novel painting on the roof, another gigantic entire page in the wall. And I remember that my entire mentality and values and thoughts on what I thought I was right, was wrong, just falls down into the floor. And I was facing all that madness of art without my head, without my feelings, because I was learning something. Because the masterpiece, they have information about you, because you project yourself doing all of that, of course, in a lower level. But even with that, you want to do that. You have like kind of extra energy that we need to cross that boundaries and create that crazy thing. It's a bigger wall to paint it all of that. So it's amazing how when we try to put our entire mentality inside our head again, we're just different. And the reason of that, it's because when you do that, you know that there's a little pieces in the floor that you will never gonna get back. And that it's a process that it's amazing, because you have been losing something. And that it's because all the information of the masterpiece is given to you in its room. And that's why all these kind of changes are happening inside your head in a few minutes maybe. um you just walk different somehow. And I guess that I am talking about this because those guys were like, they were the masters, so that is where they were creating the masterpiece. But how a masterpiece, it's the day we know that it's about inspiration, motivation, energy, will. We need to put everything that we have in these kind of images, that we are just doing this because we love art, because we are involved in all of this, and because we want to express ourselves through these illustrations. But we don't even know who we are, or how ourself is, or what we want to communicate, so we get lost. And it's just more about to create a beautiful image. I'm trying to change that. I'm trying to create a little battle about that, because believe it or not, we are living in our comfort zone every day. This is my comfort zone. It's a face, it's a character, there's a lot of colors, I know how it's gonna work. And this kind of old theory about our comfort zone, it's our room or maybe our country, it's gone. I mean, the comfort zone, it's our brain. And how can I improve all of this? It's locked inside my head. I gonna get there because maybe I'm not looking for it. But fuck off. I am trying right now, in some way, in this document, to try to. It's not that I'm gonna search the best that I have. We already are the best that we have. We just gonna need to get the focuses in what we want. And if I really wanna get something beyond this character, I'm gonna spend many hours and hours and hours working on. But for me right now, this is just another illustration, because it's in the middle of the life. It's in between a lot of stuff that it's going on in life, as usually and regularly. But eventually I get the time to do this, and it gives me, like, it's a ticket. It's a ticket to go to another place, when you get the possibility to get better if you just put your fucking self together. Because it's about to figure it out in the middle how we're going to improve all of this. What it's amazing. What it's amazing, the most amazing thing that we're going to get as an artist is to get the inspiration of another people, bring inspiration and motivation, because the world is crazy. We know that it sucks. There's problems everywhere. We already, well, that's another chapter. And suddenly something beautiful, it's happening, something that it gives to us a little spark of I don't know, an utopian or whatever fuck it is, but it's good. It's a good thing. And in somehow we're drawing because we want, but it looks like maybe we should get to this kind of moment where we need to figure it out, that we are drawing because we need beauty in the world, and we need something that, a force against all this stupid shit that it's going on. And this is the only thing that we can do. So it's not a bad idea to think about, to go beyond that and use our craft, not in order to create more entertainment, but in order to create something for the next generations, or for us. But it's amazing to think about that. Maybe the art, it's about feelings, it's about something that it's invisible, it doesn't exist. We dedicate our lives to bring all of this here in the world with colors and with shapes, and there's a meaning underneath all of that. And I'm pretty fucking sure that the entertainment is not the whole meaning, it's not the big picture, it's just a part of it. We are just, we get lost, it's normal. But we need to find ourselves, we need to find out, we have a portal when we're doing this, but maybe we are not using it well. Well, it's just thought, maybe a long one. Anyway, this is the beginning of the documentary, and we're going to talk a lot about more stuff, not particularly about techniques or about composition. We need to do all of this every day, many times. I am not using these colors because I am good and I have talent getting this palette. It's because I have been drawing for like 15 years with other colors, with dark colors. So I was saturating myself, and right now I'm using these new colors that they just work. And it's because I have been doing all of that. And the story of art is that it's a short story. You need to do it every day, like for 20 years, and you're just gonna get better at it. We're gonna learn for entire life. So there's no story for artists. It's about putting your hands. I know that we can use just one, but we need to put our hands in our craft and use the portal that we have. We just can, all this shit, but it doesn't exist before. So, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a weapon. I'm not gonna say we're gonna bring something quite new and it's going to create a revolution for the people and no, no. That's not gonna happen. It's just a picture, it's beautiful. We have our limits. But in the frame that we have, this is a face, this is a character, it's around something. I can put all of this in a better level. I can work more hours, and perhaps time to time I feel that maybe I'm not worried enough to get the better that I have. And the mental stage, they used to confuse us. Well, it's just a drawing. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's not just a drawing. Maybe it's something important for another human being. And if we let the brain, get free about this kind of oppression, about what it really means to have becoming an artist and try to be the best that you have in every image. Well, I really think that's interesting. I think it's more interesting than everything. Every movie, every game, every TV series or book. We are going to continue doing books for the rest of our lives. But somehow, perhaps what I'm trying to say is that we need to go further and go search deep, because we are using all that we have in order to get what someone else wants. And we don't know, actually, what is all that we have inside, what is all that we could get through the portal that we have access. We don't know because we haven't been looking for it, because it's like you need your will to do that. It's not, it's not about the world. But I think that we need to go in that road, and we are going to continue talking about that. So, welcome.